If you're looking for an affordable set of side steps for better access to your 2021 or newer four-door Bronco while complementing the side of your build with a little bit of extra style, these Red Rock PNC side step bars in texture black will be a great set to check out. Now these will be great if you've added a lift or a leveling kit to your truck and want that extra boost up into the cab with a running board style option. Now this set will also benefit you if you're doing any lighter off-roading like fire trails and need some extra protection to protect that rocker area. These will feature a wheel-to-wheel build with 45-degree curved ends and a well-fitted appearance to the side of the Bronco. Now on top you'll also see two large 4-inch wide non-slip step pads to offer some extra traction when getting in and out. Not to mention the all-black appearance will add an off-road touch to the side of the truck and match with any other HD accessories that you may already have on your Bronco. Now these will be made of a mild steel tubing, being very strong and able to hold up to any lighter hits off-road or in the parking lot. Now on top, as it says in the name, this will feature a nice texture black powder coat finish, which will protect the steel underneath from any rusting and keep these looking good for years to come. The top pads are also going to be durable, made to last with a heavy-duty plastic build, and again, you are going to get that non-slipped surface here for that extra traction. The kit is also going to come with all of the brackets and the hardware for a clear-cut install when getting these onto your Bronco. When getting into price, these will come in at around $300, making these an affordable option when going through the category. Now, in comparing these to others like it, this again will have those curved ends, a very large stepping pad on top, and more of an oval style build to really stand out. Now, I think if you're again looking for that light protection and you're looking for that extra help when getting in and out of your Bronco with some extra style at a good price, then these are a great choice. Now, install is very straightforward at a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about 2 hours to get the job done with some basic hand tools. At this point, we can head over to the shop and check out a detailed breakdown of the install and what it looks like step by step. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into it.
The tools you'll need for this installation include an electric or regular ratchet, 13 and 16 millimeter sockets, and a socket extension. How's it going, everybody? Today we have a set of side step bars that we're going to install on our Bronco, and I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. So let's get started. To begin the install process, we're going to grab brackets out of our kit as well as hardware. The brackets are stamped with C for center, and we're going to grab 2 of those. And then there's these brackets, which are stamped F for front, indicating their location. And then we want 6 sets of bolts, lock washers, and flat washers. All right, so we're underneath the Bronco now, and we're towards the back of the vehicle where there are 2 threaded holes. And there's actually 3 sets of threaded holes, so 2 in the back, 2 in the middle, and 2 in the front. And if you look up from the bottom, they're like just a few inches away from the frame, and you can kind of indicate where you're at, where the threaded holes are at. If you look at the rail here, they're right above, right in between those spots. So we're gonna take one of our brackets labeled C, line it up with the holes in our body, and then we're gonna take 2 bolts with lock washers and flat washers, and we're gonna thread them in by hand to hold our bracket in place. All right, once we have them in a few threads by hand, you can go ahead and take your ratchet or electric ratchet with your 16 millimeter socket and snug them down. Not too tight so that we can't adjust it. We still want to be able to move this in order to line it all up. All right, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing for the other 2 brackets. For the front bracket, the way it's oriented, it is rather close to the frame and this wiring harness here. So I just wanted to give you a quick note here. So once you get your hardware in and you go to use your ratchet or electric ratchet, it is a little tight, so you might want to grab an extension along with your 16 millimeter socket to make it a little easier. Now we're ready to install our side step bars. To identify which side step bar you're installing, in our case, this is the driver's side. If you look at the side step bar, on the two curved ends, there's one end that's longer than the other. That end goes towards the front. So if you take a look, you'll notice the longer end is towards the front for the driver's side. Now, if you flip this over, you'll notice that there are 6 nutserts on the bottom, and this is where we're going to be attaching it to the brackets we just installed. So grab 6 sets of the other hardware that's included. These bolts have the lock washer and flat washer already on them. So we're going to come up through the bottom of the bracket and mount here to our nutserts. So if you put them in by hand, a few threads, enough so you can still move it, it makes it a little easier so you can see where you're threading those bolts. Once you have them all in by hand, then we're going to tighten them down with our 13mm socket. Once you have all 6 of the bolts in by hand, grab your 13mm socket, and an extension does help a little bit here. And go ahead, once you have them all in and everything lined up, you can go ahead and tighten these down. Great, so that's the rear brackets all tightened up. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the other 2 brackets. Once you have those tightened up, you can also go to the back and make sure that the brackets are nice and tight to the body as well. So that's everything lined up and tightened down on the driver's side. For the passenger side, you just want to repeat the same exact steps. That's going to wrap up this review and install of the Red Rock PNC side step bars that are textured in black for your 21 and newer Bronco 4-door. Thank you for watching, and for all things Bronco, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.